Hello and welcome to the Auto Today YouTube channel and to another edition of the Magnificent India series. In case you haven't watched the previous installments, you can click on the top right corner of your screen and watch them all. And while you're at it, do remember to hit the subscribe button and don't forget to click on the bell icon to get notified every time a video goes up on Auto Today. As for this edition, we're on the Agra Expressway, the smooth, fast Agra Expressway, and we've got the magnificent new Hyundai Creta at our disposal, and we're headed to Agra. So let's not waste any more time, hop up into the car, put those horses to use and get started with this journey. The 224-kilometer journey takes a little over 2 hours thanks to the smooth, relatively traffic-free expressway, making it one of the most popular day trips for those residing in and around the national capital. The expressway soon gave way to the busy streets of Agra as we navigated through the city's hustle and bustle and made our way towards Mehtab Bagh. This is where we caught our first glimpse of the Taj Mahal. Mehtab Bagh across the Yamuna was built by Babur in 1652 and was identified by Shah Jahan as an ideal viewing location to admire the Taj Mahal's majesty. It has also often been identified as the site for a black Taj Mahal that many believe was part of Shah Jahan's plans before being imprisoned by his son Aurangzeb, but there really isn't any evidence to support these claims. We know what you're thinking. Yet another story on the Taj Mahal? Hasn't it already been done to death? Well, yes. But despite countless stories, videos, films and unending coverage on all forms of media imaginable, the Taj Mahal is one of those monuments whose sheer magnificence warrants multiple visits. With current COVID-triggered restrictions in place and the fact that we were there on a weekday and with the weather at its hot and humid worst, there were barely any visitors around. Great for social distancing, but not so much for street vendors, small business owners and guides who have been hit quite hard by the lack of tourists, especially ones flying in from other countries. Built between 1632 and 1653, the legends surrounding its construction are ones most of us are all too familiar with. Around 22,000 workers were involved, with over 1,000 elephants engaged in transporting material to the site sourced from all across the globe. The Taj Mahal is easily one of the most fascinating engineering marvels in existence. The Taj Mahal's status as a symbol of love, often described as the symbol of love, is, in my humble opinion, debatable considering Shah Jahan commissioned it in the memory of his third wife, Mumtaz Mahal, a woman he married partly because his first two wives were unable to bear children and who died giving birth to his 14th child. What isn't up for debate though is the absolute gobsmacking grandeur of the Taj Mahal. We've been here multiple times, you've seen it physically and on screen on countless occasions, and yet it's just one of those creations that managed to arrest your attention the same way it did the first time you saw it. There are plenty of interesting details to admire about the Taj Mahal. While it may not appear that tall, the finial atop the dome is around 9 meters in height. This caricature tiled in the vicinity will help you realize its true height. Another rather fascinating fact is the minarets lean ever so slightly outwards to keep them from collapsing on the main structure in case of an earthquake. Counted amongst the 7 wonders of the world and one that attracts more than 8 million visitors annually, the Taj Mahal should undoubtedly be on your list of must-see places. Its proximity to New Delhi makes it easily accessible, and with the Yamuna Expressway in place, one can start early morning, spend time marveling at its magnificence and return to Delhi in time for dinner. As quick as the journey between Delhi to Agra is thanks to the expressway, the road can get quite boring, to be honest, but it has given me a chance to reacquaint myself with some of the features of the Creta and the car in general, and there are a few highlights for me. One of them being this panoramic sunroof, this very generous sunroof which makes the cabin feel airy and just helps enhance the feeling of space within the cabin. The other is, despite the hot and humid climate outside, we've been kept cool thanks to these ventilated seats, which work in conjunction with the climate control of the Creta. And another thing I really like about this particular variant, the 1.4 litre turbocharged petrol version with 140 odd horses, this combined with the 7-speed DCT makes overtaking a breeze. You can just pull out a quick overtaking maneuver, the gearbox responds well, there's plenty of power on tap. And yeah, all in all, Creta is one of the best cars in its segment, no doubt. The Magnificent India series continues, so remember to subscribe and turn on notifications. And more crucially, remember to mask up, stay safe and travel responsibly.